Passazon la chedou li blechma. Plaglej sedu kali. Due, baio senuma. Mombolme ille. Sevdure udusi leza.
Hello everybody, it is I, the one, the only Cameron D. Kazma, or Kaz for short. Yes, I'm back from the metaphysical dead, refreshed and reinforced to deal with the ups and downs of life. I'm sorry for being gone for so long. I know that's been a few, and I'm not really exaggerating here, years, since I posted any original content on my channel. I'm aware that I've had my phase with the AMVs, experimented with gameplay videos, even tried my hand at making a short film. Thank God we've all forgotten about that speed bump. During the pandemic, I tried my hand at remixing music, redoing some of my old original music, and more recently uploading VODs from my Twitch streams. I'm aware that I've tried a good handful of times to return by now, only for YouTube to blast me with a machine gun full of copyright claims across a good 80% or so of my videos. If that wasn't enough, life was getting in the way as well, from struggling with my mental illnesses, personal relationships, and just a whole slew of things that really grabbed me by the back of my head and dragged my face through acres of broken glass. However, after finally starting to figure myself out, as well as getting and maintaining a pretty strong support system, I do believe that I'm prepared to hop back into content creation. I've started writing down ideas for months, bouncing off my friends and partners. And with all this help, I perfected these ideas the best that I could, and I believe that I'm ready to present them. See what sticks and deal with any problems that may come about when we get there. I have a lot of things to talk about today, so I'll start with the smaller things and work my way upwards, starting with anyone who's been around the channel or around me for a long time knows that one of my somewhat favorite hobbies is working on original music. I used to have a few bits of my work up on the channel here, little things I created with the help of my personal keyboard and a free synthesizer that I found online. Last time I uploaded an original piece was years ago, having stopped because I was losing confidence in my own work. They sounded rather amateurish, unpolished. A few people, whom I used to call my friends, often ridiculing me because of how similar they sounded to other popular melodies. Back then, I wasn't someone who took these statements lightly. Constructive criticism is one thing, but laughing at something that I spent weeks on because it sounded like something on the radio is a serious blow to one's self-confidence. Now, I do believe that I'm ready to take a crack at music making again. Along with this update video, there's also going to be another video being uploaded with a brand new original piece that I made. It's not long, only being around 2.5 minutes or so, but it's something that I'm very proud of, and I hope that everyone listening enjoys it as well. More original music, as well as redone versions of songs I've written in the past, will be coming to the channel in the future. Along with more music, we also have... During my departure from YouTube, I've picked up a hobby of streaming over on Twitch, playing various games and failing at said various games for about 3 years now. Christ, it's already been 3 years. While I do enjoy the games that I do play, some of them being recommended by people in the chat, I have an embarrassingly large backlog of video games that I either haven't touched or I started and haven't played in such a long time that I've completely forgotten what they're even about. Because of my ever-growing backlog of games, I've decided to create a new episodic series on the channel known as 10 Hours In. The point of this series is for me to tackle the backlog of video games by spending at least 10 hours in each game, hence the title. Now, these aren't going to be speedruns, but rather me trying to experience everything that I can in a game within the time allowed. Each game is going to have one video dedicated to it, which will be edited of course, but I'm also debating on whether or not I should also edit together the raw footage and post them. I'm not really sure how well 10-hour long videos would be on this site, but that's for future me to worry about. Alongside the 10 Hours In series, there's also going to be... If you're anything like me, then you struggle with falling asleep at night. You try to have a set sleep schedule, but you keep messing it up because your mind just doesn't know when to quit. As someone that shares in difficulty, I want to help others the best that I can. Thus, I'm also going to be making a playthrough series that focuses on helping people sleep through the use of calming music paired with peaceful gameplay. Introducing Kazzie's Slumber Assistance, a series in which I play chill games and everyone else can just listen and relax. These videos aren't going to include the usual cartoonish energy and whimsy that I tend to express. Instead, I'll be taking a step back and adding commentary that's meant to be soothing to the ears. I'm thinking about maybe even lowering the saturation on some videos for the really colorful games, so that videos are easier on the eyes. This will take some trial and error, so feedback will be constantly welcomed. Finally, we have the reason for this entire video. The reason why I disappeared off the face of the planet for so long. Way back in 2012, when I created this channel, I originally wanted to make a gaming channel. I wanted to follow in the footsteps of other successful gaming channels such as Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and others of the like. I know I started making those silly little AMVs from a high school laptop for several years, but I still held on to the dream that I'd be up there among the greats someday. As time went on, the internet became flooded with several thousand more content creators, all who were doing what I wanted to do, but several magnitudes greater than what I thought I could accomplish. I still attempted though, started my streams on YouTube back in 2018, yet only doing it for a few months before personal issues got in the way. I started getting discouraged, stepped away from content creation for years, not really sure if I was cut out for entertainment on the internet. Pair that with my rapidly declining mental health, and you have an equation for absolute disaster. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do anymore. I even thought that maybe I should stop trying altogether. Then, out of nowhere, I got a random video recommendation. A small review channel with less than 1,000 subscribers. I can't remember the name of the channel to save my life, but I remember it being a review of an old cartoon they used to watch when I was younger. The format, the visuals, the way they broke down each category that they were reviewing. Everything being mixed together like that resonated with me. And that's when I realized that that's the kind of content I wanted to create. I decided then and there that I was going to make review videos. Over the next several years, I started brainstorming on the format. How I wanted to do it, what the layout of the reviews were going to be, how I was going to make it unique to both the channel and myself. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this all by myself, so I asked for help from several of my friends and peers. Many people jumped onto the project, many people left the project. I left the military, moved in with a close friend of mine, started a new life, all the while learning how to live my life and figuring out who I am. When the pandemic hit, I started streaming on Twitch to pass the time, the little hobby being a good outlet for creative practice with talking to people, video editing, and just general experimentation with interacting with viewers. Now, after years of adding things into a giant pot and mixing it together, possibly one of my most ambitious projects is ready to be presented to the internet for everyone to, hopefully, enjoy. Introducing... Cameron Kazma's Something Show. I already know what you're thinking. Why does it say Something Show? You see, the main focus of this channel isn't shifting to solely reviews, but an array of different videos that I wanted to create. Reviews are coming, playthroughs are coming, original music is coming back, as well as everything from larger discussion videos to smaller, bite-sized content that's easier to digest. Of course, this should go without saying that none of my content is going to be for minors. Seriously, I'm not going to berate kids if they choose to watch my content. I'm still going to put up a warning before each and every video saying that my content isn't made for children. So it's truly not my fault if a child comes here and sees something they're not supposed to. Trust me, I'm well aware of people who lied about their age when making an email to get through YouTube's maturity filter. So the most I can do is place a warning down and hope that people listen. Big things are coming, from things I've talked about here to things I have yet to reveal because they just aren't ready yet. First 3 episodes of the review series have already been chosen, the next 3 after still in progress with an overall pilot episode coming in the near future. Depending on how long it takes to make the pilot episode will determine the release schedule for the reviews, and other videos past that. With that being said, that's all I have for you today. My name's Kaz, thank you for dealing with my jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't be years until the next one.